All right. So my good brother, you asked a very valuable question. Would you like to reinstate your question so we can fresh this live up one time?
The question was, how do a man carry himself like a king, and how does a man treat his woman like a king in a relationship, and how does a man also carry himself in general as a king?
So, I don't truly deal with the word king. I deal with the word God, right? And the
Like a
reason I
guy.
don't deal with the word king is because kingdoms fall. You understand me? God built heaven. That's forever. You understand me? A king is, for the most part, based on his bloodline and the building of, his kingdom, you know. But we're not trying to build kings. You understand? We want to build gods. And the godhood is based on a particular protocol. My brother Dr. Wesley said something to the fact that he said, we have to have a protocol, right, when it comes to being gods. And that protocol, number one, has to be a man has to know thyself. We spend a lot of time trying to learn different subjects. We try to learn our women. We try to learn the jobs that we have to do, the schooling, but knowing yourself is the most important basis to be able to be respected, to be the most attractive to your woman, you understand me, and to know how to carry yourself and know how to treat others. So knowledge of self. So a man who walks around with an understanding of who he is, you understand me, he knows his own faults, his indecencies, he knows his shortcomings, he knows who and what he believes in, the God that he serves. You understand me, ladies? I'm going to tell you this. A man without a God is not a man you should be with. You understand me? If that man doesn't have reverence to something higher than himself, right? Whether it's something that's within himself that he believes that is more than the physical making of himself, he has to have something because that is what he bows down to. And what you do is you come in and you're submitting to the higher self that he gives his will to. Right? So a man that is to move like a god, you have to move and function. You have to be moved. When a person says you need to act like a man, what they telling you? They telling, brother, let's say you sitting on the couch, man, be a man. Let's say you in a fight, you scared. They say be a man. What are they telling you with just that simple phrase, be a man? Are they telling you, bro, you got to keep it moving. You have to be courageous. You got to move forward. You understand me? So when a person telling you to be a man and you sitting down, you ain't gonna see a person showing a picture of the greatest man on the planet, and all he doing is sitting on the couch. That won't even register to connect that this image meets that description. So when a person is telling you to be a man, they telling you to be a movement, to have something going on, to be a working man, right? So a man that doesn't work on himself or a project, he has to be, I talked to one of my brothers the other day, man, and I say, you have to build something. Build and they will come. So whether you're like telling your woman, baby, I'm working on myself. Now, when you say it, a man that's bonded by his word, she go check and challenge to see if you are what you say you are.
It's
So,
definitely the
fellas,
action.
every time she got to make sure that the words are matching the action, because when the words match the action, that's a man. You understand me? So when you do everything that you say, she gonna look at that as a measurement to your manhood. That's when you are acting as a God. You understand me? One who says be and it is. Because that's what God does. A God is what? Power. A God is force. So when he can say be, I'm going to do this, and then he gets it done, she said, my God, look at that mind of his. Because a man is his mind. So how can she tell if that man even works and she should follow that man or submit to that man to be with that man? It's based on what comes out of his mind. And what comes out his mouth doesn't match his actions, then she say, no, that man has a deceitful mind. If that doesn't sound like a good mind, which means that that's not a good man. You understand me? So a man has to be working. You understand me? A man has to value himself. He has to have the ability to protect himself, number one, which gives him the ability to protect others. You understand me? A man should not be lazy. He should also have empathy to know how to console, confront, and comfort his woman, to be present with her, how to be able to make time. If he cannot make time, he can't be respected by the woman, because she knows that he can't be a god if he can't control his own time. He can have all the money in the world. Oh, but you ain't got no time? Oh, man, how you consider yourself a man then? You understand me? So the ability for a man to be able to make time is another measurement of his manhood. You understand? Oh, baby, yeah, I got a million things going on. I am really that busy. I'm busy in real life, but I'm going to make time. Or I'm going to think about you in some capacity, and I'm going to execute off that thought. Yeah, I'm going to do something for you. You understand me? He understands so much of himself that he doesn't allow himself to chase his woman, because then she don't no longer respect him. If he chases her, then he loses the very things that she was attracted to. So now he wants intimacy, right? More than she does. Then it makes her want freedom more than he does. So there's a factor that goes on to the point where, damn, you was masculine when you was focused on your purpose. Brother was working on his business. He was building up his family, he was building up himself. You understand me? And then all of a sudden, the relationship, you cut that off for me, please, God. The relationship superseded his purpose. So now that she's become the target of his infatuation, she wants freedom. So she has to move away. Nah, we should take a little time. Oh, no, I can't do. Oh, I can't call you. I'm speaking to you less often. Because she wants to be free, because now the masculine energy is freedom. See, the hardest slaves to keep slaves were the masculine ones, because you have to rob them of their will to do for self, so that they will want somebody else to do it for them, meaning they no longer wanted to be free, to control their own will and their power and their time. See, a man don't ever want to get to a point where he feels, you understand me, that the only way that I can feel like myself is I'm with you. The only way nah, that ain't freedom. So when he's acting in his masculine, I have to continue to do what I was born, given, God gifted talent and purpose for. That's the only way that I can maintain this relationship. And she has to support that man that goes upon that journey. And then as she supporting him, he goes soften up because of the love that he getting, and turn around and support her with the reciprocation, love, time, and energy. You understand me? And then that makes the relationship have a balance, because he's acting in his masculine and she gets to be in her feminine. But the moment that he requires her, you understand me, to be a man, she no longer requires him. You understand me? So you have to make sure that the polarities and the energies in the balance is always right. And then you have to find ways to deeper the connection. So one thing that, you know, I'm a person that's busy, and I can easily say, yo, I'm busy. And it be true. I'm busier than I say I am, to be honest. And you're trying to make more time than you actually have. But when you make that time, what you're saying is that, yes, I'm busy, but you part of my business as well. You understand me? That I'm not going to prioritize everything else as if you have no value. Because business is the activity of life. So you telling me that one of those activities is not spending time with your wife, your loved one? No, I'm building for the world. I can build for you as well. I'm giving the world all my time and energy. I can give you a gift as well. I can buy you some flowers, some crystals, some sage, get you a massage or something, take you on a trip or something, what you need. I can take time, and a great man is one who can educate his woman. Oh, you can teach your woman something. You got it. What can you teach her? Because whatever you give her of immaterial substance, it will last her forever. Last her forever. You have sex with her. Sex can never be anything of the flesh can never be satisfied, meaning that you got to have sex over and over and over and over and over and over forever to keep restoring that feeling.
Because it's temporary.
It's temporary.
Yeah.
But the knowledge that you give her, that'll last forever.
Yes.
So a brother that is a great teacher, you understand me? A great provider. Because now she never feels as if she has to go masculine and go out and get it for herself. No, she can support you because you are going to provide for her. So now it creates this balance and this effect, this cause and effect system. You understand me? So being whether, you know, you a man that knows how to speak to your woman, you understand me? Words of encouragement are very necessary. Providing a listening ear to your woman is very necessary. Baby, how you doing? How you feeling? Nah, tell me, describe that better for me.
Excuse me, like that right there, I think is a lot of men's problem, like in today's society, because, you know, with the media, where a lot of things transitioning, is like no respect, and a lot of men don't have even if they had a father in the household, he probably wasn't treating their mother correctly. So a lot of men don't know how to speak to women properly nowadays. So it's leaving another conflict, because a lot of women have issues with men, how they dialogue. You know, we go out to the club and anything, like a man can reject this, like F you, whatever. It's like we don't know how to treat women like we used to in the past. Like it's like a big gap between respect between the man and the woman, and I think that's a lot of conflicts in our society right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. The ability to be able to communicate and understand each other is the most important, because we can communicate ideas, thoughts, and feelings all the time, but unless we understand each other, they don't actually have a connection. You understand me? So what's the most important is to have understanding when we speak, and to speak to be understood, and to listen to understand, right? Because oftentimes when we're speaking to each other, we're only strategizing our reply. We're not really listening. We waiting for that moment to strike. That's not listening. So sometimes you have to take time out, and a woman will tell you every single thing you need to know about her if you observe. See, a good man is a good observer to his woman. He observes her. She would tell you everything she wants, every gift she wants. You understand me? What makes her truly happy? She give you all the keys to figure her out. You just gotta take the time to observe her. She'll let you know if you may be in fear of losing me, but she gonna let you know. There's gonna be signs she gonna give you. Not that she wants you to lose her, but she letting you know that if you don't do these certain things, you can't have me. And a man has to have that same understanding. Here's my program. A man has to lay a foundation of his program to say, listen, I'm this type of man. I'm going to do these type of things in my life. These are my values. This is what I believe in. I have to let you know this, because if you do things outside of this, we can't have alignment no more, and we can't be together. Because that's the type of man that I am. This is what I believe. See, a man of faith is another man that can be loved the most, because she can test that man to know whether that's the same man that she got with based on his dedication to his faith. Because a man of faith will stay in line based on his faith, based on his duty to God. It ain't nothing to do with the woman at all. This is my duty to God, why I stay this way. And if you take me off my duty to God, we can't be together. So a woman can always submit to a man of God, because the God go keep him in line. You know what I'm talking about? So a man of faith is very important for a woman. And when she starts to see that man lose faith, you understand me? Then she can help try to restore, but she can't restore him. She can speak life into him. You understand me? She can give encouragement and support. She can help, be a helpmate. You understand me? A woman, not a roommate, she's a helpmate. You understand me? And some women treat themselves as roommates. They got free board. you understand me, tuition because they get educated, you understand me, and they feel like they can just be a roommate that has sex. No, no, you got to be a helpmate. How are you helping your mate? You understand me? We don't need a roommate. You need a helpmate. So if your woman is not helping you, that's just a roommate. You know what I'm talking about? Because they tried to trick the man and tell him that, well, she's having sex with you. That's enough. No, it ain't. Because he's having sex with you as well. So that bill taken care of, you got to be helping and helping build, helping restore, whether that's mentally, spiritually. You understand me? You have to be encouraging. You have to speak words that bring in life. And if you're with somebody that don't respect those words of life, be by yourself until you are found by someone that will respect it. But see, the patience in this era is running thin.
It's very thin.
Because while women are being patient, they become so masculine and nobody wants to be with them. Because they feel like they got to become their own man, and that ain't it. You just need to continue to cultivate the values of a feminine woman, you understand me, while building, providing in every insistent way that you can.